The name of that song is titled Bleed Me, and it is from the latest album by my special guest today, Shovels and Rope. The title of that album is Manticore. And I have for my special guest today here the duo Michael Trent and Carrie Ann Hurst. Thank you so much for joining me here this morning, you guys. I really
We're so happy
appreciate it.
to be here.
Happy to do it.
It's terrific. I want to point out that this new album is getting a lot of press. It's the sixth of your releases as the band, in addition to three of the Busted Jukebox series with various artists. They're all three fabulous. They really are. 10 years recording as Shovel and Rope, but also having solo careers prior to that. Carrie Ann Hurst doing Are You Ready to Die in 2010, Lions and Lambs in 2011, Michael Trent doing a self-titled LP in 2007, and The Winner in 2010. Tell me a little bit, too. I read with great interest about your documentary film titled The Ballad of Shovels and Rope.
That was something that we were not sure that we wanted to do when we did it. And we were not sure really what we were doing as a band. We were, we had just started this thing. We did a couple of videos with these guys. They just recorded us in a warehouse singing some songs because we're like, we need a couple of things to help us get gigs.
That's before we do that was called content.
Content, yeah.
That's what became content. It used to be we got to make some like pictures and video, like an EPK. We got to get it together, and it goes on the internet.
Don't say EPK. That'll give away how old we are.
That's electronic press kit for the kids.
That's great.
Yeah.
It took 3 years though, didn't it? I think.
It took forever for us to do this thing, and the only reason that we saw it through and did it was because the guys who made it were just these great humans. They were good to be around. We knew that they were trying to make something that was great. They weren't trying to, they weren't trying to show anything that we didn't want shown
or produce any weird events that weren't happening in real life, like reality TV style.
Yeah, it was just like a cool project made by these really great people, and it ended up helping us quite a bit. And nobody knew what was going to happen during that time with us, just career wise. So it was sort of, looking back, it's definitely neat to see it, even though I probably won't watch it.
We'll watch it with our kids. They'll want to watch it someday.
We'll watch it with our kids.
Yeah, and like Michael said, the moving picture boys, they're these guys in Nashville that they, with the utmost care, they make great documentaries. You just check them out.
Yes.
That's great. The new album is titled Manticore. It was released in February. They will be starting their West Coast portion of their tour at the Neptune Theater in Seattle, Washington, October the 26th at 8 o'clock p.m. You can get a lot more information from their website at shovelsandrope.com. Let's do a second song, if we can, from the new album. How's Domino? Sound good?
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
It's a burner.
September 30, 1955, breeze sticking to my hair, sticking to my thigh. Got that sweet silver spider, got that sugar in my eye. Gonna push her till she's smoking, gonna break her 85. Tie fire, warming up the smoke. Firecracker strapped to a can of coke. The squeal and the wheel and the speed and the choke. Immortal, cause America can't ever let me go. Did I die last night? Am I walking around? I'm here, but not me, I'm a ghost. I'm a domino. I'm a domino. Iconic, supersonic, 50s America. You know you want it. I'm Jimmy Star. I'm out the door. That's what they say. You leave 'em wanting more. What you chasing? I'm the face that freewheeling dealers making. Cue all the girls and the boys and the parents heart shaking. Did I die last night? Am I walking around? I'm here, but not me. I'm a ghost. I'm a domino. I'm a domino. 45, 54, I hit the side. I'm DOA, give me the lasso. Guess I'll get home, Newman to play. Rocky Graciano, I'm the mood of your broody generation. I'm you, I'm what you're chasing. I'm the face that freewheeling dealers making. Cue all the girls and the boys and the baritons racing. Did I die last night? Am I walking around? I'm here but not me. I'm a ghost, I'm a domino, I'm a domino.
Tell me a little bit in your songwriting, who goes first?
It depends. We write separately, and then we come together with our little nuggets or song bits. You know, when it's about time to do that, we kind of set some time. You know, we get a babysitter, we get together and show each other all of our ideas, and then that's kind of when the actual, you know, that's like when it starts to snowball, because then we'll either hand a half song off to the other person, or we'll, you know, sometimes we'll just be like, what do you think of this? Is this complete? And, you know, it may get totally rehashed from there, or it may just be like pieced together, or the other person writes the second half.
We aspire to a Lennon and McCartney style collaboration. Underachieve in that endeavor always.
Hey, I can't let you go without asking you about the cover art on the title of the new album, Manticore. I did a little Googling on that because I had no idea what it was, but I understand it's a Persian caricature, I guess, if you would. It's kind of on the order of comparing it to the Sphinx. What made you choose that for this album?
Michael and I have always explained ourselves to be like a two-headed monster. And we've always moving, like our arms and legs is one thing. Yeah, the manticore is a Persian mythological creature with the tail of a scorpion and the head of a lion. It's supposed to have a human face. Often it's depicted with wings, but it doesn't really have wings in the original. Like,
don't get the nerds in an uproar.
Yeah, don't get them crying about it with. You know, it's not. But Michael is his astrological sign is a Scorpio, and mine is a Leo, and it seemed kind of a good allegory for what we are. We're just like an amalgamated monster, very isolated within ourselves. This guy, our friend, gave us a children's book, and this is not, you know, I know this isn't going to appear. This is just audio, but it's a really cute depiction of this little mythological creature that absolutely consumes people.
It says a merciless masticator of men.
Yes.
A most murderous member of the mythological menagerie.
Yeah.
you guys are great.
From the alphabet of bestiary creatures. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you both so very much for joining me here today. I know you got a busy schedule. I want to point out that my special guests today are Michael Trent and Carrie Ann Hurst of Shovels and Rope. They have a new album that is just fantastic. It's called Manticore. It was released in February. They will be starting the West Coast leg of their new tour at the Neptune Theater in Seattle, Washington on October the 26th at 8 o'clock p.m. Michael and Carrie Ann, thank you so very much for joining me here today. I really have enjoyed talking with you.
That's our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Sincerely, thank you.
We'll go out with a third song from the new album, one of my favorites called Collateral Damage.